traders? Traders, how we doing? How we doing? You guys hear me? Everything good to go? We ready to rock and roll tonight? What's the Monday night crew up to? You guys got nothing better to do but to hang out with the Everyday Trading Squad. Everybody hear me? Got a few new settings up right now, so let me know if you guys can hear me. And we're going to take a look at some trades, and then we're going to get to some surprise news. Surprise news. You guys hear me? All good. All good on Brad's end. We all good. Mr. BB in the house. How you doing? How'd you trade this morning, Brad? How you trading? My hero, man. You are my hero. Wait is finally over. So I got some exciting news. I am just waiting for the text, and then we're going to dive into it. I got something pulled up in the background we're going to be going over here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at something from this morning. Why don't we look at something from every day? Why don't we look at something from every day? Everyday trading. ISW graph. Here we go. All right, traders. DD. Yo, Kevin, how are you, DD? Good to see you in here tonight. Miss you, man. Miss you, DD. Doing very well. All is well. Kim is in the house. Hello. Kim, what you up to? What are you up to, Kim? Good to see you in here. My son is tucked to sleep. It's daddy time. It's stock time. You guys know what it is. This is my favorite time of the day is in the morning. But when we can talk stocks Monday night, I'm very, very happy. So you guys stay tuned for a little bit. I got some surprise news. You guys are going to be very surprised, incredibly surprised. I'm partnering with somebody, and we're going to be doing something for 2021. And you guys are going to be, you have no idea who it is, but you're about to find out. I love the guy. Love the guy. We're going to do some great things for you guys. Great things. So there'll be some changes coming up for the better, and there will be some things that stay the same. Everybody's going to be taken care of. You guys know what it is. Let me 1 second. Just got a text. All right, traders. But the intensity scans. It might be, BB. Why are you guessing that? Some people don't know who Jesse is. Jesse W. It may be. Brad's always finding out the good stuff before everybody else. All right, I wanted to get into this real quick before we get into the exciting news tonight. But what is intensity? This is how we trade every single day. In fact, this is how I trade today. Now, I had a stock I traded this morning that was, I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous on it. It was FATE. Arlo, I'll get into this one a little later. The cup and handle. Kevin Gambler. Patrick W. I don't, no, not yet. We've done a few things together, Kevin, but no, we're not doing a little partnership. This is, I'll be honest with you guys. Let me be honest with you right now. For 2021, I was actually getting things set up that were going to be crazy exciting. I was setting up a everydaytrading.com and setting it up where there was literally going to be no delay time. We were just going to do things a whole lot more professional. So here's the thing. You guys know we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep doing our thing. We're going to move to bigger and better things. But also for the guys who are in school or they can't necessarily afford things that are a little bit better, such as we're gonna move to a room where there's no delay. There's screeners all day long. There's education. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. We're gonna get into it in just a little bit here, but we're moving on, baby. We are doing some bigger and better things here coming up. All right, let me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm trying to figure out some logistical things in the background here. How'd you guys trade? Coin, you got BB this morning. That was pretty sick. Now, BB is actually setting itself up for another trade. I do like this one still. This had the AT breakout. We got this. Perfect. Perfect. Brad, you might be right. You guys know who Jesse is? Jesse W? Jesse W. You're about to find out. Jesse and I have known each other for a little while, and we are doing something big here tonight. You'll flood our perfect little space, Kim. Yeah, we're gonna be moving to a little room. I'm gonna tell you in just a little bit. I'm about to join a live stream where it's gonna be a couple live streams going on in just a minute. Just waiting for the text, and then we are gonna be getting into it. We're gonna be getting into it. I traded FATE this morning as well. FATE. This one. What do we do? Euphoria, shorts tell Euphoria, buy fear. This one had a couple upper shadows up here. I started it a little early, like 79, added into it up here, and I had an 83 average. So it came back down to 81.30s. I don't know if you guys saw my chart, but yeah, I mean, risked a little bit there for a point. So that one ended up paying out as well. Was green on both names. FATE had my heart racing a little bit. That one I was underwater just slightly, but I was planning for it, so that was okay. I started actually fairly small. So I got that in ARLO this morning and excited to get into tomorrow. We have a few stocks that I've been flipping through actually tonight that we're going to be watching tomorrow that are very, 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 very exciting. Brad, are you on the edge of your seat just waiting to see what this stream is actually about? We've been doing technical stuff for like the last 45 minutes and could hardly figure it out. We literally finished it like 2 minutes before the stream took off, and it was quite funny. It was quite funny. So we've been all over the place. We've been all over the place. But yeah, Kim, we're gonna be moving, growing, doing a few different things. A few things that quite honestly are pretty expensive on our end, the people doing this. So, but you guys know I take this stuff very, very, very serious. So I take trading very serious. I take you guys very serious. Every single person, every one of you, you guys know, you reach out to me. I'm helping you out. This is going to be a good space where things are organized, so we can do one-on-ones very easily. We can create organized educational content very easily. There's going to be a whole lot of things going on here. Cool. All right. Around 8:20, we're going to be joining together. So the guy I'm partnering with and I are going to be joining up in 10 minutes. So guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got 10 minutes. So let's talk stocks for 10 minutes. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different. The guy who I'm going to be partnering with and trading with, we actually trade slightly different. But he's a really, really good guy, Jesse W. You're about to meet him here in 10 minutes. I'm obviously very picky on who I'm going to be partnering with. Extremely picky. They got to be incredibly reputable. Jesse's a good Christian guy. He really is focused on consistency and education and wants the best for everybody. So, and I'm the exact same way. I was actually setting up everything on my end for the New Year's to do kind of on my own. Then he reached out to me, and they've been working very, very hard for like the last half a year on this site, and it looks great. I can add value there, and he trades a little different, so we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. We're going to have the trade idea scanners like all day. I'm going to be doing the intensity stock watch scanners in the morning. We're going to be doing pre-market a little bit early. So pre-market is going to be roughly around I'm going to be up here probably from 7:30 to 8:30, and we're going to be able to talk together. So I know YouTube kind of sucks as far as this goes. YouTube doesn't really have good live chat features. Also, we can't post charts back and forth to each other. So where we're going to be able to, that was literally my non-negotiable when talking to him. I'm like, I really want to be able to post charts to my guys back and forth, to your guys as well. Posting charts is everything. I literally everything. I mean, you want to know how someone trades? Show the charts. Money's a byproduct to good charts. Money's a byproduct to good trading. when people are flashing money, you really should say, let's look at the charts to see if they were good trades. Anyone can throw 10,000 not anybody. But people with a lot of money can just flash, like, throw up 20,000 shares up here, make a penny, and make a few $100s, and then be like, this is great trading. What we're focused on is consistency. That's what we're all about, baby. Consistency. Because guess what? When you're consistent, this is what I say all the time, all you got to do is add zeros to the end of your order, and you're making more money. That's it. That is it. Mr. A.N. in the house. Jesse W. Jesse W. So if you don't know who that is, you're about to find out in just a few minutes here. Coin Mac is looking like it wants to grind to the gap to fill. Yeah, MACK. Coin's been watching this one for a while. Look what it did today, actually. It like triple bottom off of 680 support that we had been watching for the last few days as well. So MACK triple bottoming, got a nice little pop off of that. I'm going to keep watching Arlo. This one had that cup and handle pattern we were watching. Did get that spike out of the gate, but was unable to sustain that move. Yet is still kind of holding that 720s. So we'll be watching that area as well. Again, add an extra zero to your risk as well. And yeah, that's why there's no problem starting out small. So you guys know with the hotkeys I put out there, it's very consistent risk. It's consistent sizing. As far as the risk goes, if you have $20 risk and like $60 reward, something like that, yeah, you add a zero, $200 risk, $600 reward. It all makes sense. You obviously shouldn't size more until you start, getting a cushion on the account. So if you have a $2,000 account and you get up to $5,000, go from a $2,000 position to $3,000 position. Add another zero to the end. It's not like this absolute thing where you go from 1,000 shares to 10,000 shares. What I do is position sizing as far as dollar amount. That's how I base my position size off of. And if you guys watch the advanced hotkey setup, you know that. And why is that? So I'll go in with, I'll say a $2,500 position, and then I usually plan for 3 different entries. Usually I go 112. Brad knows that. Brad's getting very good at that, 112. So you'll go from a $2,500 position, $4,500 position, $10,000 position. You just size up. Now, some people, as you get better at trading, some people actually apply different risk to different setups, which I don't like to tell people who are just starting to trade to do that. But if you have a large account, some people, let's say they get, you're at the poker table and you get a really good hand. Obviously, at the poker table, you're not going to apply like this consistent risk on every single hand because not every hand is the same. And it's very similar to trading. Not every hand you're dealt in trading is going to be exactly the same. Sometimes you're going to get a pocket pair of ace hand, and you may want to apply a little bit more risk to that trade. And that's okay, especially for a lot of newer traders. I think it's really important to stick with very consistent risk. Because what's going to happen with newer traders, and I've seen this over and over, and this is why I say keep your risk consistent, is they adjust their risk parameters mid-trade. They really never predefine the risk. So usually I'll plan for multiple entries, but at a certain point, it's like I know exactly where I'm risking. But for newer traders, they may just add. There's a big difference between adding and scaling into a trade, and this is incredibly important. The big difference between adding and scaling is scaling actually keeps risk in mind. Adding doesn't. Brad, my sizing is starting to get better and better. It's a great feeling. Charts are looking incredible. That's exciting, man. Super happy to hear that. Brad's been really focusing on that a lot lately and getting a whole lot better at it. What do you attribute that to, Brad? You think it's because like your second and third ads, you're kind of sitting on your hands for a little bit more time? Sit on your hands for a little bit longer and let the magic play itself out, baby. Let it play itself out. Now, the idea is here, not every hand is going to work out, obviously. We're very much against, all in. I'm all in on the pocket pair of aces. Obviously, we can apply a little bit more risk on pocket pair ace setup. Let's go over this real quick. EVK I was watching on Thursday. This is after the stream had ended. Sometimes I'll come back up in the office to monitor a few things. I'm always looking at charts all day essentially. This one formed an inverse head and shoulders on EVK. Beautiful inverse head and shoulders here. And we were waiting for, I was waiting for, this was after the stream. This was 11:30 or so. I was waiting for volume confirmation here. It's important to not predict volume, but react to volume. React to that volume coming into it. So essentially what Brad is talking about here with scaling in is this chart right here. This chart is the holy grail. If there is a holy grail, this is it right here, baby. Study this chart, learn it, understand it, and you will see magical, magical things in life. So what do we do here? This is intensity. Initially, when a stock starts getting volume and going up, we see optimism, we see excitement, thrill. What do we see? A lot of Robin Hooders start putting on their moon boots, right? Going straight to the moon. So this is where we're scaling in, Brad and I. On the short side, obviously. Shorting euphoria, buying fear. Now, I do both. And Coin does this, Brad does this, we all do this. So after you've been trading for a while, you care less about being right and more about making money, correct? You guys understand that? You got to eliminate ego from the picture. Your ego does not know how to trade. What does ego say? Well, the quote of the day this morning, what did it say? It said, expect less from your trades and more from your trading. What does that mean? Expect less from your trades. Well, a lot of traders get into trades and they're like, it has to work. They're expecting a home run, and there's several problems in there, right? They're expecting, there's a lot of ego, I gotta be right. When you get to being a better trader, you start focusing less on ego and more on money. I know that's not the most, that's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. Professional traders that I've been doing this for a while, guys. I've been in every room out there. I've been with traders that my mentor has traded for decades and been trading for half a decade now myself. So this is how it always comes out. For the traders that stick around long enough, they start focusing less on themselves and more on their trading and the money. So focus less on your trades and more on your trading. What does that mean? Let's break it down a little bit. Well, your trades let you down a lot, right? Your trading is, all right, here we're about to go. Just got the text. Oh.
So,
all right.
hopefully.
1 second, guys.
All right, guys. Now, Umberto, I just look at the daily, the hourly, and the 15-minute, That's really what I look at. For some reason, he's not showing up on there almost. Hold on, guys, because these
1 second, Trey.
Screen shares are never just as smooth as you'd want them to be. So we're going to get them up here. Umberto, I just look at the daily and the hourly. The daily and the hourly, that's what I look at when I'm going to set up a swing trade. That's why on the PLTR, I was identifying my levels on the daily first. Then I started looking at the hourly throughout the day and the 15 minutes.
There we go. Can you hear me, Jesse?
Richard, I didn't see you there, man. Hi, what's up, bro? Thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. glad you're there. Hey, look, so here we go, guys.
Can you hear me?
This is the man, the myth, and the legend right here, Kevin Avery. He is coming on board to the Day Trader chat room. He's going to be one of our moderators, and I'm really excited to bring him on the team. I know most of you know him already because he's been on YouTube for a while now. And I wanted to introduce him to you guys as the new moderator at the Day Trader chat room. What Kevin will be doing is he'll be handling a lot of the pre-market stuff. He'll be on the mic. He'll be on the mic all day, just like me. But he will be basically, the boss of the show from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. every single morning, going through pre-market analysis, showing you all the charts, and going through everything. Then he'll be moderating the chat as well as posting out his alerts and any comments that he needs to make throughout the day and the morning while we're trading. So now, if you have any questions for him, now will be the time. But before we do that, I'm going to let Kevin take it away and tell you a little bit about himself.
What is going on, traders? Excited to be with you guys. Excited to be with Jesse and partnering with the Day Trader Chat Room by Jesse W. Was very excited. Thank you, Jesse, for inviting me on board.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I was honestly about to. I was getting ready. Yeah, I've been trading for half a decade now, so I was actually, and honestly, that sounds better. 5 years, half a decade. I like half a decade. Sounds longer. Jesse and I have known each other for a while. I've known him. I mean, we essentially started YouTube kind of along the same. We started about the same.
Yeah.
A few years ago, 3 years ago
Just
or
about.
so. I've been on this YouTube thing for a while now. Jesse's done it very, very well, and the hustle is real with him. So honestly, that's part of the reason I really wanted to join. I was thinking about doing my own thing next year, 2021, and then he reached out, and I'm like, man, if there's anybody I want to partner with, it's freaking Hustle with Jesse W. This guy's incredibly reputable. He's a great guy. He's always about education and consistency. You know, there's so many mods out there or chat rooms that are focused on flashing the big numbers and whatnot. And Jesse's about consistency. And that's exactly what I am. If I could wrap up my trading, consistency, baby. That's what it's all about. Once you get consistent, throw some zeros on the end of your orders, you'll be making more money.
That's it.
That's it. So that's what I do, pre-market analysis. I've been doing that for a long, long time now. Been trained for 5 years, been mentored by my mentor right now. He's been trained for a few decades, incredibly consistent. I've been with him for a few years. That at Intensity Stock Watch, which you guys are going to get at the Day Trader Chat Room. You're going to get that in the morning. We're going to be doing pre-market analysis every morning before Jesse goes live. This is something I flip through charts all morning. Chartmaster 5000 over here. Flip through charts all morning. And we do pre-market stream every single day, every morning. Always up here in the office, my happy place. This is my Disney World. And this is what we do, baby. It's what we do every day. So I'm very excited. We're going to be bringing a lot of value, Jesse and I, to this room. A lot of stuff going on. I don't know if they're up to date on everything, but you're getting my book, Among the 10%. You're going to be getting Jesse's courses. There's future courses. You're going to be available for the one-on-one. We're going to be doing one-on-one sessions with you guys. There's literally, this is what I'm most excited about, which you guys probably, I don't know how. I take this very, very serious, and I hate streaming on YouTube because there's such a freaking delay. That is something I hate so much. But a lot of people, I don't know if they hate. I take this so serious, and I don't accept stuff like that. 10, 15-second delay is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
the
it's
latency.
insane.
Yeah, so it's gonna be no delay, or like half a second or 1 second. That's something very, very excited about. We're gonna post charts. You guys are gonna see charts every single day. A watch list every morning. I mean, the list goes on. I'm running out of breath over here.
So guys, yeah, Kevin's gonna come on board, and the guy's awesome at pre-market. He really is. I've been watching his live streams for a little while now, and he's just there, man. He's in the zone, and like me, his focus is consistency. It's not about let me just take 15,000 shares of whatever penny stock is pumping today and hope that it goes higher, right? It's not about buying a pre-market breakout at the bell. It's none of that stuff to us. It's about our specific strategies and just doing that over and over and over every single day, because look, when you finally reach consistency as a trader, your trading kind of becomes boring. And that's not the best thing for the YouTube world, because you basically are just trading the same stuff almost every single day, or the same strategy almost every single day. Exactly, in a sense. Right. Like, look, for example, today I posted out my video recap from the morning. What did I trade? I traded Tesla. Tesla has made me a lot of money this year. And I traded the absolute nonsense out of Tesla in the summertime. After I was done with Tesla, what was it that popped up? Let me look at my scanner here. GTEC popped up. That's a low floater. I was actually talking about it when I recorded my recap. And if you go watch my recap, you'll see the levels I talk about. After I was done recording my recap, I took those levels and I took them on a quick little trade, very small size, because it's so volatile at that point. And right. I made some extra money on the day. But it wasn't about chasing. No. It was about identifying the levels, which Kevin's really good at in pre-market, identifying the levels, and then pressing the button. A lot of times people identify their levels and they don't press the button. And the only reason you don't press the button is because you're afraid of being wrong. And you're afraid of being wrong because you're afraid of losing money. and you're afraid of losing money because you're oversized, because these gurus out there have told you that you need to have big size to make big money. But if you go through my channel, you'll notice and you'll see that it's no such thing. Look, just last week on Monday, 250 shares of QS, I made over $1,000 in just a few minutes. You don't need a whole ton of size to make a lot of money. And my risk was $1 a share, and all I had was 250 shares. So you do the math. It's the risk reward. Once you got your risk reward down packed, forget about it.
But Jesse, we don't want to hear about risk reward. We just want to hear about Lambos.
Just want to know where to buy here, sell there, and just get Lambos, and you're done.
Jesse and I are we trade different, and this is the unique thing. We actually trade a little different, but we focus on consistency. So you can know and be guaranteed for certain that that's what we're focused on as far as you guys go. We're not interested in pumping stocks. That is a absolute no-go. In fact, that's one of my responsibilities as a moderator. Let's slap you guys. Anybody pumping stocks, that is not something we're focused on doing in the chat room. But what we do is, and I actually pulled up GTC this morning. It literally bounced off of my level at 875, I believe it was. Let me pull that up. But anyways, that was part of the pre-market analysis this morning. Yeah, literally, or 766. Yeah, it bounced right off of the support level we went over this morning. But we go through every stock. GTC is not even something I would trade. I don't really trade the low floaters. But I go over everything because some guys do. I teach everything. We go over low floaters, mid caps, large caps, small caps, penny caps, every cap. We cap
every
them.
cap.
We cap them.
I trade everything. I try to trade the most, usually lately, the larger cap stocks because the moves are much cleaner. Mm-hmm. But I trade everything. Just like today, I traded GTEC. I go where the money's at. For my strategy, I find it in a $2 stock or in a $2,000 stock, I'll trade it. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, and if let's say, oh, Jesse, but I don't have, $50,000 in buying power. I don't have $100,000 in buying power to buy 200 shares of Tesla, right? Okay. The options are there. They're available. Today, I traded the shares on Tesla, and then I went and I traded the options purposely on a setup just so that I can record it so I can add it to the options course that we're putting out in January. The options course is already finished. I'm just going to add this extra content in there so you can see a couple option contracts. I made a couple $100 and I was done. So there's everything you can do there. Also really, really important, guys, and I actually tweeted about this over the weekend. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to check out the link in the description so you can follow me on Twitter. Also make sure you follow Kevin on Twitter. Very, very important. The day trader chat room, the name says it all. It's about day trading, it's about swing trading, it's about stock trading. But if you have been a subscriber of mine here on the channel, you know that I don't only day trade. Come on, it's Hustle with Jesse W. That's the name. Real estate investing, side hustles, how to flip things, all of that. I do that. And I'm going to cover it in future courses that are going to be coming up early next year. Like we're going to have a little bit of a real estate course going on probably by the spring of next year. Latest, it would be early summer. Absolute latest. That's my goal. I'm working on it already so that I can be ready and fine tuned for then. I purchased a property in the Keys last year. Okay, I got this property for $440,000. I identified a diamond in the rough. We fixed it up with I think less than $20,000. I refinanced it this year, dropped the mortgage interest on it, got the new appraisal, and the new appraisal came in at 510. Already sitting on equity, guys. All of this, we're going to go over all of this. It's going to be like this one-stop shop for all things hustle. That's what it's all about. Options contracts are totally foreign to me. Looking forward to learning about them. So Pete, you can learn about them in the course, man. They're going to be there. You're going to be able to tear it up. Oh, Roy's been trading for the last 3 years. Oh, man, that's what's up. Thanks, man. I'm glad you liked the channel, Roy. Big Vada said all types of caps because Kevin said all types of caps. Oh, man.
I got to pull up what they're saying.
Yeah, they're in chat. You got to check out the chat there. What do you guys? No, just me. Just me says, are you going to charge more for all these classes? No, negative. We have different tiers for you to pick from as far as becoming a subscriber of the Day Trader chat room. And the quarterly plan is basically like a bare bones plan. You get one little course and that's it. But all the other plans have access to all the courses. and they will always have access to all our courses, always and forever. And whatever price that you pay to start off today will always continue being your price in the future. Like, I don't care. Like, let's say you get the yearly today for like whatever, $800. I don't really, with the discount code that we gave, I don't know what it's going to come out to, maybe like 820. I have no idea. Whatever it comes out to, dude, 5 years down the line, we could be charging $4,000 like some of these gurus out there charge, and you're going to be paying $800 or whatever it is you pay today.
10 easy payments of $99.99.
Tom, how do you follow Kevin? That's easy. Kevin, just put your link to your YouTube there in the chat.
Avery Day Trading. That's where it's at. So I'll be doing live streams till the. So here's what we're going to do for the guys that are watching in my room. That go to the daytraderchatroom.com. This is where you're going to find out all the information here. I'm going to say to you guys as well. What is the code? You get like $50 off if you do it tonight, Jesse. Is that right? The Day Trader.
$50 off tonight. Yeah.
The Day Trader. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So $50 off. Save 50 today. There you go. And that doesn't charge you. Well, that charges you now, but their membership starts like the end of the month, December 31st.
Yeah. So if you pay today, it will charge you today. And the chat, you'll have full access upon the 28th, okay, to everything in our chat. But let's say you do the yearly, your account doesn't really kick in until January 1st.
Okay.
So you're basically going to get a week for free, in other words.
That's perfect. Yep, so everybody's getting a week for free? Where was I going with that? Yeah, so guys, go ahead and my guys, go ahead and look at the daytraderchatroom.com. For you guys that have been following me for a while, that I've been doing pre-market analysis every single morning with you guys. For those that can't necessarily upgrade their day trading life like we're doing here, we're trying to upgrade everything because we take this so serious. I'm still going to be doing a free, I'm still going to be on YouTube maybe once a week live streaming for you guys that can't afford it and are maybe in school or something and just don't have the money, or coronavirus has hit you, whatever. You guys know we have a heart for helping everyone out. So once a week maybe we'll be doing that. But for those that are going to be upgrading, this site is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. We're going to have everything. It's a one-stop shop. One-stop shop, as Jesse said. You won't have to go anywhere else. I mean, you won't even have to go to Facebook. We're going to have our own social media.
Oh man, it is. That's the whole point of it. It's when we initially, Jonah and I started discussing this and making this happen. I told him right out of the gates, dude, we're going to be doing real estate. We're going to be doing side hustle courses, guaranteed, because especially for new traders are starting out and they're trying to build up their account so they can trade. They got like $2,500, $3,000. Like, man, I need to make some more money so I can have, a nice little cushion when I launch. Dude, we're going to show you how to do side hustles so you can make some extra money so you can fund your account when you're ready to go live. And what's that? Oh, and yeah, that's it, guys. That's the whole goal, is to have everything like there, just real estate, side hustles, okay, the day trading, the swing trading, the options, because it's everything I do. We will, in essence, what I want is the Day Trader chat room to be an extension of my YouTube, just much more detailed. With basically, we're gonna hold your hand throughout the whole process, because I could put out videos forever, but there's only so much I can do. Time wise like that. So here we're going to be able to get with a tight group of people, and we can grow together and, just continue moving along. I have a lot of friends that are going to be doing parts of those courses with me, like the real estate. I have a friend that flips houses. He's going to come on board. We're going to go ahead and have interviews with him. He's going to let us know how. I don't flip houses. I don't flip houses. I like to have houses for rentals, but I don't flip houses. He does. So when we're going to talk about flipping houses, I'll let you know what I've learned, and he's going to come on and he's going to talk to you about what he does all the time, because that's what he does for a living.
So Jesse, for my guys, can you describe a little bit about your trading style and what they can expect jumping in here and learning from the both of us, especially you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way I trade is very, very simple. It just the problem is, when I say it on YouTube, people are like, "Oh, it's so simple," right? It is simple. I wait for pullbacks. That's it. I don't. When I first started trading years ago, my thing was buying the breakouts.
Mm-mm.
And when you would just buy those
Mm-mm.
breakouts,
No, no.
they'll pop 10 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents, and then just
And then
flush.
elevated down, baby.
Yes, the elevator down, and man, you to just be there like a deer with headlights. And then I've had my issues as a trader, right? My issues were never holding bags. I've never held a bag, so I would just bang out of that position, market order out of it. I'm done. I'm gone. But then I'd be down two, three, four, $500, and I'm like, wow, wow, and that just it wasn't for me. So learning to trade pullbacks into support zones was what I learned to do. And yeah, I could be buying a stock that's already made 100% move on the day. Yeah, I'm the guy who will long that. I'll long it, no problem, if it gives me a pullback to a level that I feel comfortable buying in. And
Absolutely.
my risk rewards are generally $1 to $2. I'll risk $1 to make two minimum. I'll never do, oh, I'm risking $1 to make $1. No. Maybe I'll take profit at a 1-to-1 on a partial if I see something in the chart that I'm not liking. But generally speaking, I'm trying to risk $1 to make three. Generally, on average, this averages me out over to the course of time to where my average risk reward is ranging between like risking $1 to make $1.90 to $2 and change when you average me out across the year. So I try to do that 1 to 3 risk reward so that it's less stressful, right? You could be
Yeah.
wrong a few times and then you get that one trade that just makes it all better.
You guys hear what he's saying, though? He's talking about risk and managing risk. It's an unpopular topic, right? Because the amateur traders focus on profits. They just focus on spinning the wheel. And professional traders, they focus on risk management. They predefine their risk. Amateurs adjust their risk parameters mid-trade. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. The stock breaks. You're buying the breakout. You buy the breakout. You were just planning for a little scalp, and then, oops, turn into a long-term investor. Now I'm a baggie. Because why? You didn't have any risk. You were just going in for a scalp, and now, oops, deer in headlights. I'm a long-term investor till the account goes. So risk management, that's something we're going to be going over a lot as well.
Exactly, exactly. And I see here, Big Ball is saying that he's a conservative trader. I don't consider myself to be a conservative trader in the sense because I like, for example, if I see that there's momentum in a play like Tesla, for example, and I see Tesla has gapped up in the morning, pulled back in, and then it breaks over VWAP, I will literally buy the VWAP break. That's an aggressive trade. I'm buying a breakout, we can call it, even though it's nowhere near the high of day. I'm buying that break of VWAP. That's an aggressive trade. That's an aggressive trade. A more conservative trade will be waiting for it to pull back into VWAP, but it's something that I already have like the feel for that stock. I know, like me and Tesla, we go back. We know each other very well. So I'll buy that break. So that's an aggressive entry. But what I'll do is, since it's more aggressive than a normal trade for me, I decrease my size. Why do I do that? To manage risk. I'll know where my risk is, and I will stop out of it. Okay, but I decrease my size so that I can manage my risk.
Absolutely. Yeah, you hit Tesla again today, didn't you?
Yeah, I traded Tesla again today.
You see that thing? You see that thing, dude? End of the
Man,
day.
why don't move, man? I was really mad. I was really mad at myself
Yeah.
because uh, I could have done so much better. But I mean, I say
That's
that all
what
the
day. I
time.
mean, as a day trader, you're always. I mean, guys, if you really want to hate yourself, become a day trader. There's
Yeah,
something to be mad at every single day. Every
it
single
doesn't
day,
matter. Like
like literally
the
every day. I
the other
did.
day,
Yeah.
the other day, the other day, like 2 weeks ago, I day traded Tesla. I
Oh,
made $2,000 on it, a little bit over $2,000 on it, and
took
options.
it
I
too
took
early.
6 contracts, and I was mad. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, I called Jonah up, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, how I made over $2,000 today, and I'm mad.
Yep. That's what happens. That is what happens, and that's why we're also going to be teaching you guys how to scale out. This is so my since I started day trading, you got to look at yourself almost in the third person and realize what are your flaws. And I'm not afraid to share that. The one thing I've struggled with since the inception of my trading career is taking profits too early. Always, I see someone. see someone throw, I see a Benjamin Franklin on the ground, I want to pick it up. That's just the way I am. So the way to mitigate that is to scale out along the way. So usually I scale into positions. I love the power of scaling. I cannot wait to teach you guys how to scale. It is a beautiful thing. And also scaling out of your winners. It doesn't necessarily have to be single entry, single exit. The beautiful thing with the power of scaling is you can scale in, you can scale out. In fact, I did that on Arlo this morning. We were watching that cup and handle pattern, and I was just hitting the pops, adding to it as it pulled back, hitting the pops again, scaling in and out of it, baby. Working that core. Going to be going over all this. I cannot wait to teach you guys some of this stuff. It's going to be exciting.
That's awesome because I also scale out of trades. I don't necessarily scale into them very often, but I tend to scale out of them. So, the way Kevin trades, while it's different from my strategy, what's very similar, and that's why I was super confident and felt at ease bringing him on board as the team, is risk management. The dude manages his risk, and that's what we have to always do. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to be wrong. I'm going to be wrong. It's managing the risk that keeps us alive in the game.
I'll tell you what kills most traders is ego. Ego completely obliterates traders from the game. You got to eliminate ego. In fact, I literally, like in my office here, I got a big note every time I walk in. It says, Kevin, do not walk through this door with ego. You take ego completely out of your trades before you trade. We're going to do a quote of the day every single morning and chat with you guys. And this morning, the quote of the day was, expect less from your trades and more from your trading. Expect less from your trades. What does that mean? Well, amateurs, they expect trades to do certain things. Expect less from them and expect more discipline. Expect more patience. You got to expect a lot more out of yourself. Stop thinking the trades are going to do all the work. As Mark Douglas said, be very rigid with your rules, flexible with your profit expectations. It's unpopular to talk about this stuff. Rules, risk management. This is unpopular amongst the gurus out there, but Jesse and I, we keep it real. We're very honest, and we care about everybody. We want everyone to succeed. We're all about education and consistency.
Consistency, man. That's all it is always, because everybody, like I said, everybody gets all these YouTube ads and the Facebook ads with the Jets and the Lambos, and I understand that calls in people that generally are like looking to get rich quick. And dude, I'll tell you right now, day trading, investing, anything that has to do with making money and becoming rich outside of the lottery, there's no such thing as get rich quick. Of course that you can get lucky. You can. It's possible. But listen, it's get lucky. It's not get skilled, right? When you become skilled at something, it takes a long time to get rich. Doctors become skilled doctors. It takes them years to get there. Okay? Like, what makes somebody think they're just going to come on in here and battle with all these algorithms and battle with all these professional traders that have been trading forever, decades upon decades, and they're just going to get rich, right? Because so-and-so turned $500 into $1 million inside of 2 or 3 years. That's not reality.
That is literally like one of the most confusing things to me as I've been trading for years. Everyone who jumps in like their first week of trading, okay, if you want to learn how to play basketball, do you think the first week of learning you just want to go out there on the NBA court and like, man, I'm going to take on LeBron James, baby. I'm ready. I don't need to paper trade practice. Pfft, come on, LeBron James, I got you. Like who? What? Like, this is exactly the same thing when you're trading. You got to put in the time. You got to put it. Like, I remember I used to watch professional athletes on the TV, like snowboard. They were going up and down the slopes, like doing flips, all this crazy stuff. It looked easy. It really looked easy. I got out there thinking, man, I'm going to do the same thing. Guys, I was tripping all the way down the bunny slope. I couldn't even keep the things on. So it's the same thing with trading. Don't deceive yourself. It's going to take time, but Jesse and I are here to help jumpstart that for you.
That's it, because we've been there, we've done it, right? We've been there, we've done it. And people tend to skip the most basic thing, which is paper trading, because you'll hear people out there, oh, it's not the same. No, of course it's not the same, genius. It's not supposed to be the same. Paper trading is your training wheels. You're going to figure out what type of trader you are in paper trading. Within the courses that I have, I teach you at the end of the course, right? Basically, at the end of the course, how to transition from a paper trading account to a live account, because most people, they just go in and they do their paper trading and they're like, okay, boom, I've been profitable for 2 months. First of all, that's not enough time, but I've been profitable for X amount of time. Now I'm going to go live. And then they go into going live with like the same size or bigger than when they were trading in their paper account. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to transition so that you can be transitioning seamlessly and not go through all the issues that I went through when I transferred or transitioned from a paper trading account to a live account.
Yeah. Oh wait, like so. For example, when I trade in the morning, usually I'm going over like 10 to 15 tickers from pre-market analysis, and when the market opens, I'm usually in like a few different tickers, which is kind of unpopular as well because it's difficult to focus those. But for me, it helps me see things clearly. When you're like so focused on one chart that you're this is entirely unpopular, FYI. But when you're so focused on one ticker, for me at least, it I get married to it, and being married to a ticker is a big problem. Big problem because then ego comes in. When I'm in multiple tickers, I'm able to say, okay, this one's not working, cut it. These are working. Okay, let's scale these. Let's work these a little bit harder. That's what's been working for me a lot recently. Scaling into start with a feeler. We're gonna go over all this, starting with feeler positions. What is a feeler position? That's a starter entry. It's to get a feel for the stock. Is it doing what you expect? If it's not doing what you expect it to do, get out of it. You're either right or you're right out. Right or right out.
See that, and that shows you right here how different traders we are, right? Because Kevin, the bell rings, and Kevin has, within a few minutes, he has 2 or 3 different positions open, and I've seen him do it. And I'm like, I haven't opened more than one position at the same time since I think August, and I was super proud and happy of it because I made a lot of money, and I posted the video on YouTube.
Nice.
And I don't generally do that. There are occasions where I will have 1, 2, maybe 3 trades working at the same time, and but I don't. I like to. I'm hyper focused when I'm into one, so I don't really try to do that because it makes me a little jittery. And you have to know your boundaries. And for me personally, every year, every few weeks or months, I push my boundaries a little bit, but I push them very, very slowly, almost to the point where it's not noticeable. Because if you push them too hard, too fast, you get nervous. And if you get nervous, that's when mistakes happen, and you don't let the trades work themselves out according to your plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You always want to make sure you let the trades work out according to your plan.
Being emotional is, if you can reduce the emotions and see your trades as clearly as possible, that is the idea. And that's why I have multiple charts pulled up, because it helps me not be so married to one. But that's exactly right, the emotions. Actually, on one of my monitors, I have 6 charts pulled up in the morning. I'll load 6 charts, and that I'll be watching all of them. I don't look at P&L. I just look at my charts. That's all I look at. I stay focused on those. I go in with consistent sizing, consistent risk. Size in accordingly. If you're inconsistent, if you have inconsistency in your sizing, you're saying, oh, let's throw, $2,000 there, $5,000 there, blah, 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 blah. If you are inconsistent there, guess what? Inconsistent trading is going to be inconsistent results every single time. You want to keep it consistent across the board. But emotions are a huge, huge thing. If we can eliminate them, it's going to help us out. And if you are emotional on a trade, I think Jesse alluded to this earlier. If you're emotional on a trade, it's either one of 2 problems that you're facing. A, you're either sized in too heavy, or B, you're not going in with a trading plan. Those 2 things are where traders hurt themselves the most, and probably because they're waking up at 9:25 and they don't have a trading plan. We're going to be going over trading plans every single morning. It's incredibly important. Creating a blueprint for your trading. Like I do essentially the trading in pre-market, although I'm not pressing the buttons. All trading is doing is pressing the buttons. In my mind, I'm doing the trading in pre-market because I'm creating the plan. But when trading happens, click, press the button, that's it. Once you have a trading plan and you're sized appropriately, eliminate those emotions, it's going to help your trading out tremendously. Tremendously. Emotional trading, bad place to be. This is stuff we're going to go over a lot, help you guys with. This
Guys,
is brought to
here's
you
a
guys by
link that I'm
Gear
gonna
Park.
put on here for you. This is for like new traders that are basically brand new and don't know much about the market at all. Here's something for you.
What we doing? We about to sing a
Oh,
song?
Brian, Kevin, Brian, there's talking about your social media stuff. He wants to know what it is.
Social media.
Yeah, like your Twitter, your YouTube, all
Uh,
that good stuff.
go to yeah. Let me. I'll copy and paste it.
All right, cool beans. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, guys, so now you know, and that we had double announcements going on here. Kevin as the new team member, then you found out about that we're going to be having those real estate courses, the side hustle courses coming up next year. All right, and also a coupon code. You got save 50 today, all capitals, all right, all caps. Save 50 today. That's going to end Friday at midnight, so you want to make sure you take advantage of that coupon code. Sue Pete, I use Charles Schwab as my broker, and I use their Street Smarts Edge platform. I like it; it's really good. At least for now, it fits the bill perfectly fine. Kevin, what do you use? I think you use CMEG, no?
Yeah, I use CMEG. Yeah. Sorry, I'm posting on. It's not letting me copy and paste the link, but you guys
That's
click on my
weird.
name. You should be good.
Yeah, if you want, text it to me and I'll put it on there, or text it
I keep
to
copying and
Jono.
pasting it, and it says
Sue Pete,
yeah.
oh no, just me. What time do you wake up to trade? Well, I mean, I don't trade pre-market, but I'm up early, taking care of stuff. I generally start getting on my charts around 8:30. Start putting out some, lines and some notes, looking to see why they're gapping up or gapping down, looking at for press release stuff like that. And then generally, I start finalizing my plan around 9:15.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be doing 3 types of analysis every morning: trader analysis, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We go over all of them. So fundamental is going to be like we're going to be looking at PRs. Technical, we always do what? Look left of the chart. Looking left of the chart is incredibly important. Looking at a chart's past chart history. I can't preach it enough. I don't even know how to trade without looking at the past chart history. I have a whole monitor dedicated to past chart history because I'd be blind. I would if I was trading without it. I would literally be trading blind without it. Because why? I mean, for instance, if you guys want to know something about Jesse, ask him about his past, and guess what? It's going to be a nice little indication of how, kind of his future. If you look at his past and you're like, man, this guy's a hustler, guess what? His future going to look a little hustly wustly as well. I don't know if that's a word, but there you go. That's what it is. We're going to be doing those 3 types of analysis every morning. I'm going to be teaching you guys all the different analysis.
Yeah, absolutely. If you do look at my past, it's like that. Like, okay, one of the reasons why my risk management is so good in trading is because I put a special emphasis on it from day one when I knew nothing about trading. And you might ask yourself, why would you even think of having risk management when you knew nothing about trading? Simple. For the past 15
Yeah.
years, I've been self-employed. Literally self-employed. I do not know what it's like to clock into a job anymore. Like, I'm a wild animal at this point. You try to put me in an office and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna break the door
Yeah.
down and run away. So because I've been self-employed for so long, managing my risk has been absolutely essential and in essence a part of my basically my DNA at this
Yeah.
point, because I need to know how to manage my money. I need to know how to manage my risk so that I don't miss some sort of payment on something, right? Like my mortgage. Another thing is I don't like consumer debt. I don't have consumer debt. I don't even owe money on my cars. Okay. I don't like consumer debt. The only debt that I like is mortgages because they make me money. That's really the reality of it for me. So
I don't
unless
know
the
if we could
debt,
get any more similar, bro.
for
Yeah,
real, I
I'm a
don't.
I'm a no debt dude. We both have a kid like the same age. Um, everything, bro. I've been self-employed for I don't know 7 years or something like that. It's yeah, it is. I've
So Yeah, so you relate. It's
Very well.
because
Yeah.
of that I'm able to like transition that risk management that I learned over those years into my trading. And that's why risk management in my trading, even early on when I was completely a complete noob, risk management kept me alive. Like you know how people are like, "Oh, my first year I blew up my $10,000 account." No, never happened because I knew to manage my risk. I knew that I could not hold bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me.
So
I traded GTEC today, for example.
yeah, that's another thing. Okay, we're gonna be showing you consistency, how to make money on a consistent basis, but then protecting the bag. That's a whole nother thing, baby. It's one thing to make money. It's actually, you guys will get it. But then protecting it, that's an emotional thing. You got to learn to let ego go. Let ego go.
Just me. You're asking me if I could have made 100%. I guess that's what you mean, 100% ROI on the Tesla trade that made me $2,000. It's possible. I really don't remember. I think so. I think they went. I think those options. Well, I'm pretty sure. As a matter of fact, honestly, now that I think of it, remember, I scale out of a lot of times. Most of the time, I scale out of my trades. So on one of the last contracts I sold on that position, I literally made over 100% because I was in those options. If I remember correctly, I was in at and the YouTube video is on there, so you can go look at the YouTube video. Just look it up. It's probably in the last 2 weeks. I was in those options from $6 and change. Okay, and my very last contract, or my second to last contract, I sold. I think I either sold it at 14 or at $15. So yeah, there you go. All right. So, do you guys have scaling out half then half? It's up to you, man. No, yeah, trading stop, but it was a mental trading stop. I don't use hard stops generally unless it's a swing trade. Like today when I was in PLTR, for my swing, I had a hard stop out because I had to step out of the house. Um, okay, cool. So, guys, if you have any more questions about the room, the future courses that we're going to have, which also include futures trading courses, because I've traded futures as well. I haven't traded them in probably the last 2 or 3 months, but I did day trade a lot of futures this year. Um, Let us know now because we're going to be closing up the stream here in a few minutes. So if you have any more questions for Kevin or myself on how we trade or any questions at all, now's the time. Just me, how much do you recommend to trade? I'm guessing you're asking me about dollar amount. That depends on your risk tolerance because you could be a beginner that's literally a multi-millionaire and you risking $1,000 on a trade is nothing to you. So that it all depends on you and your risk tolerance, right? It could be the case. I could tell you right now, hey man, I risk 300 or 400 bucks per trade. Sometimes maybe I go up as high as 500 and you think, oh my God, that's a lot of money. Or you might think, that's nothing because maybe you're crazy rich. I don't know. So that it's up to you.
Yeah. We're going to be going over, like, for example, let me just give you guys a little taste of risk management lesson here. We're going to be risk management. It's for newer traders. What I tell them is keep the risk. And Jesse, you may tell people a little. I'm not sure your approach to this, but I tell newer traders keep your risk consistent. Now, I know a lot of traders out there who've been trading for a while that have dynamic risk. Meaning, have you guys ever sat down at the poker table? You get a pocket pair of you get a pocket pair of aces. Maybe that requires a little bit more risk than 8-2 offsuit. So there's different approaches to risk management. What I'm going to teach people, especially if they just started trading, is keep the risk very consistent. Because yeah, you can scale into trades, which is what I do and a lot of traders do that are been trading for a while. They start with feelers, that sort of thing. But there's a huge difference between adding and scaling to a position that a lot of newer traders don't really recognize, and it's not something. It's something that you gotta feel out. You gotta feel those out, and gotta be trained for a while. The difference between adding to a position and scaling to a position is one considers risk, and the other doesn't. Adding is just saying, okay, you're just holding and hoping. You're a bag holder at that point. You have no risk. You go in with no risk. I said earlier that gamblers, they focus on profit. Traders are managers of risk. Managers of risk. That's what we are, baby. We're focused on trading good, keeping our risk managed. The money follows. Money is a byproduct of good trading and good risk management.
So Tiger Roll had asked also about the starting balance for an account. I mentioned $5,000. The reason why I mentioned $5,000 is just because that's the number that I feel is a decent number. Look, you can start a day trading account with 500 bucks if you want to, but the reality is, especially as a new trader, right? It's not the same. If I start an account with 500 bucks or 1,000 and a new trader starts with an account with 500 or 1,000, who do you think is going to have a better shot at making it? Who do you think is going to have less stress trading it? Me or him? Me, obviously, because I've been doing this much longer, right? So trading is stressful enough as it is and difficult enough as it is, especially as a beginner. So starting off with a very small amount of money just adds on to that stress. Yeah. So I always tell people, start with as much money as you can and are willing to lose, right? So like if you have $10,000 to your name and that's all you have in your life, and if you lose half of it, it's going to hurt you like tremendously, I would say you're not ready, right, to go live. You definitely should be trading in the simulator. But if you have an extra $5,000 that you can say, if I lose this, I am not going to lose sleep over it, then I would say that's your starting point.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. If you're going in with money you need for life things, rent, that sort of thing, more emotions are going to be involved. And remember, we're trying to mitigate emotions. Get rid of them. Get on out of here, emotions. That's what we're doing, and we're doing everything possible to get rid of those. So that's certainly the idea.
Yeah, I'd say about 6 months to like be paper trading minimum. My opinion, 6 months of paper trading, consistently profitable paper trading. So that means you could be paper trading for a whole year. Yeah, like when I started my account, when I started day trading years ago, right? What I did was I pulled out a bunch of money I had in savings and I opened up an account at Speed Trader with $30,000. And I said to myself, I'm gonna give myself $5,000. The only reason I did the 30 was to get up over PDT, but I said I'm gonna trade with $5,000, and that's what I would do. But I go back to telling you that for the past 15 years, or at that point it was probably like more like 10 or something, I was managing risk forever. So managing risk was second nature to me. I could do that without being like afraid of, oh my God, I can easily lose $30,000 because I have no self-control. There's people out there like that, right? So how much you start off with is as much as individualistic as it is how much you risk per trade. That's it. Bob Lab's the man. You are the man. Bob Lab's one of our members, man. Thank you for watching, brother.
Yeah, to be honest, how much to start with, that is kind of the wrong question. We're going to help jumpstart you guys. We are going to help jumpstart you guys, but ultimately, I will say this: experience in the market is your best friend. Experience over time. It beats any guru you're ever going to learn from out there. You need to look at charts every single day, because guess what? If you've seen a chart a million times, you kind of know how it's going to play out. You know how it's going to play out every single time, 90% of the time.
Ryan says, yes, what happens when you get into a stock and goes the other way? Do you wait it out or jump out and in? I seem to always miss 5 cents or more jumping out and in. Give me hope, but explain why. So Ryan, when I or Kevin go into a stock, we have a trade plan. Before we hit the buy button, we already know where we're going to enter, where we're going to stop, and where we're going to be taking our profits. You need to have a trade plan before you enter. And we're never going to capture an entire move. Our job isn't to capture an entire move. Like, I don't care if I left 5 cents on the table or $5 on the table, as long as I sold at my predetermined targets. That's it. If I stuck to my trade plan and I was right, I did good. If I stuck to my trade plan and I was wrong and I lost money, guess what? I did good because I stuck to my trade plan. Absolutely. Never holding hope.
Yeah, huge difference between process and results-oriented trading. Results-oriented says green trade, good trade, red trade, bad trade. Process-oriented says it doesn't matter if the trade was green or red. What it asks and begs of you is, did you adhere to your trading plan? Did you stick to your trading plan? Did you stick to your risk management? That's what process oriented, results oriented is. It's very different, and that's what differentiates professionals from amateur traders. You got to focus on the process oriented, not results. Results is a bad way to go, because for instance, let's say, if every green trade is a good trade, even if you break your trading rules, well, the next time may be much different. And that's what happens oftentimes. You break your rules and you get rewarded for it, and then you're going to end up blowing an account eventually because of that.
Exactly. Just me, real quick. I'll explain it one more time, real quick for you. The reason why I say something like 5,000 is better than 500 is because, like I said, especially for a new trader, a starting balance that is so small like that, you can blow $500 in a couple minutes. It's so tight, and as a new trader, you're going to be nervous. You're going to be having a tremendous lack of experience. All these things make it so that trading now for you is much harder. Trading is difficult. This is not easy. Don't think that because you look for the, I'll tell you, for the past, I don't know how many days I've been green in a row nonstop. I don't know how many days, and I don't say that to show off in that way. I say it because I literally don't know how many days. I haven't even talked about it on YouTube because the last time I went on a streak, it was last December of last year. And I think it was like 18 days in a row of green, nothing but green every single day. And it got to the point where it was making me nervous and jittery. I no longer pay attention to that. I don't care how long I've been green. So that makes me nervous. And I've been doing this for a while. I'm a profitable trader. Imagine starting an account as a brand new trader with $500. It'll make you more nervous because you can blow it up like that. So having a bigger cushion allows you more leeway, not to hold and hope, but to get the experience needed, the screen time needed to, in the long term, turn the wheels and become profitable.
Yeah, being green for a long time like that can have an adverse effect as well, because you start feeling like, this has happened to me. This is what I'm saying. You start feeling like Superman, like I can't lose, and then then you take a bigger loss than expected because you're like,
Ego.
I'm Jesse W. I'm Kevin Avery. I can't lose on a trade. Are you kidding me? This thing's
Ego.
gonna turn around.
Yeah, and it also comes to me like what really comes to my mind, because that happens. You start taking bigger size. I've kept my size the same throughout this entire streak, and I don't even know how many days in a row it's been. But what bothers me, right, when I'm on big streak is that I know the red day's coming, and every morning I'll wake up and I'll be like, could today be the red day? Might tomorrow be the red day? And that really messes with my brain. So I no longer pay attention to that. I just trade. Okay, so emotions. That's the most difficult part of trading, period.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the most difficult part. It's going to be, okay, so you learn to trade, right? You can learn to trade. Learning to trade, learning technical analysis is not difficult in itself. Becoming a profitable trader is difficult because of the emotions. And that is something that each individual has to figure out. In my day trading course that you'll have access to, you'll see like all the mental aspects of trading and getting over these emotions, and tips and tricks that helped me along the way. But you'll eventually formulate your own. What is one of your longest win streaks? 10 days, 15? Tiger Roll, I think last year in December, all the videos are on YouTube. I think I had about 18 days in a row. It's possible that I've surpassed that this time because I've been green now for a while, since November, but I don't even want to count it. I'll count it. You know what? I'll count it on December 31st. All right, guys. So I think that about wraps it up. So make sure to check out the daytraderchatroom.com. Use coupon code SAVE today. You see it right there in the chat, and save 50 today, so you can save $50. You're gonna get the courses. You're gonna get the book that Kevin wrote, Kevin Avery's Among the 10%, because we know 10% of traders are the amount that become profitable. So you'll get to read his book. You'll have a copy of his book there as well. And, we're going to kill it. So starting December 28th is when the chat room will be open. You'll have access to everything that we have on there on December 28th. And we're going to be going over some videos, and we're going to show you how to use the website entirely. The last week of the year tends to be kind of lackluster as far as trading goes. If there's opportunities, we're going to nail them. If there isn't, we're going to go into lessons and how to use the site, because guys, we have an endless amount of resources on the site, and what's to come is huge. So Kevin, do you have anything else to add
Absolutely
there?
huge. Yeah, I'm super excited, guys. And the book, I get nothing for that. You guys get it. That's something I said, Jesse, throw this book in there. Like I get excited for new traders to learn, because I've been doing this 5 years, and man, I'm more motivated than ever. But I don't have to do this. Like I really don't. But I want to. I really want to. So I'm very excited for this opportunity to be doing this with Jesse, and glad he asked me, and super excited for you guys to jump in there and to get to learning. There's nothing more exciting to me than looking at charts, beautiful charts in the morning, looking at you guys as you guys are progressing and learning and getting excited, and getting that experience under your belt and helping jumpstart your trading careers, baby. This is what we're all about, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a great Christmas present to me, man. I can't wait to do this.
Super pumped. Yeah, super pumped. I can't wait. We're going to have an exciting new year. 2021 is going to be awesome. And Brian, you can reach Jonal at info@thedaytraderchatroom.com. Just me, Jesse, you said you learned from... yeah, no, that's not something we'll talk about here. But we can talk about it some other time. Now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. Any questions, just hit us up. Go to the website, thedaytraderchatroom.com. There's a little chat section with us, or you can go through the contact us and ask us any questions. Super stoked to have Kevin on board. Super happy to have his book on there for you guys as well. We're going to absolutely kill it. Remember, we're going to have the day trading courses, the swing trading courses, the options courses. All the day trading and the options course will be available right away. The swing trading will be available in the springtime, along with the real estate course. So, guys, what's going to come here is just an immense amount of information. Now, guys, I hope you have a great evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. Kevin, man, pleasure having you on here, and super happy and look forward to working with you, brother.
Same to you, man. Very, very
Awesome.
excited.
Same. All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one.